Good afternoon. It is exactly 1 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much for keeping it TV47. You're just in time for news now at 1 with I, Sheilar Chelangat. But first, here are the highlights. The highlights. Church leaders have been urged to actualize the ban of all political activities at the pulpit.
Tuache hiyo maneno. Kanisa lazima zikuwe unifying factor.
Sugarcane farmers in Western Kenya have faulted the government's suspension of sugar milling for 3 months.
Hasara yenye naweza pata viwanda vikifungwa sahi ni zaidi ya shilingi 1,150.
And Likuyani Member of Parliament Innocent Mugabe has strongly condemned senators over plans to scrap the National Government Constituency Development Fund.
Kwamba yule senator yoyote ambaye atapinga kwamba CDF isiwe katika katiba, pia 2027 tunatuma wapi?
Thank you for joining. I am Sheilar Chelangat and the 30 minutes of this bulletin begins now. Even after the National Council of Churches of Kenya NCCK banned all political activities in member churches, including speeches by politicians and announcements of their contribution in churches, there has been a spike in political speeches and agitation in churches. Speaking in Kipipiri constituency during relief food distribution for needy families, Nyandarua County Women Representative Faith Getao chastised some leaders who use church forums to attack other leaders, insult and spread hatred, claiming that their churches should not be a forum for personal political discourse.
Tunaona makanisa zingine wanafungulia hawa watu wenye siasa kuja kutukanana ndani ya kanisa. Nataka kuwauliza kwa unyenyekevu, tuache hiyo maneno. Kanisa lazima zikuwe unifying factor. Wale wanapinga na wale wanasupport, wote ni wa kanisa. Na kanisa hizi sio za mtu mmoja, kanisa ni za Mungu, la lazima tuzipatie heshima. Kwa hivyo tusialao hawa watu wanakuja kutukanana, kuitana sijui nini majina chafu wakuje kwa kanisa zetu.
And to the western region, where sugarcane farmers in Busia County have faulted the government over the suspension of sugar milling for 3 months to allow cane to mature, appealing to the government to allow millers more time so that their already mature cane is harvested. The Kenya Sugar Board announced the temporary closure of the 7 sugar factories in Western Kenya for 3 months starting July 14 over what it termed a severe shortage of mature sugarcane. Farmers with already mature cane complained that the decision was unwise, arguing that sugarcane on farms across the country is not at the same maturity age to give a 3-month period. They added that the closure could be another avenue for the millers to sack employees. The affected farmers said that the move was insensitive to those who depend on the sugarcane factories for their livelihoods.
William Samoya, fanya utu na huruma utukatie hii miwa. Kiwanda isifungwe kabla sisi tujakatiwa miwa. Popote ulipo, utusikilize na sisi pia wamama ambao tuko vijijini.
Mimi niko hapa hii ni mwezi hii ni wa 19. Imekauka iko kwa shamba. Nilikuwa tukate ngoja mvua ipunguke. Hasara yenye naweza pata viwanda vikifungwa sahi ni zaidi ya shilingi 1,150.
The plantation you see here is around 20 acres. So I wondered how that erratic decision was reached without involving us farmers.
Najaribu kuambia watu wa Sugar Board, tafadhali wakiwa waangalie, si wawezi funga factory zote. Kuna miwa wakulima ambao wako nazo. Na ikiendelea sana itakuja haribikia kwa shamba. Ingekuwa vyema wakikuja consult viongozi.
And Wajir County Governor and Chairman of the Council of Governors, Ahmed Abdullahi, has said that the religious fraternity and civil society are being unfair to President William Ruto. Speaking during the 60th anniversary celebration of Wajir High School, Governor Ahmed emphasized that President Ruto deserves time to fulfill his promises and deliver services to the people of Kenya. Further, Abdullahi stated that the people of the northeastern region, especially Wajir, will continue to support President Ruto in his efforts to bring development to the county.
It is not reasonable to only talk of the constitutional right to protest when police stations are being banned, when the lifetime investments of Kenyans is going up in flames. Constitutional rights also come with responsibilities. We need to be fair to the administration that is in office. We need to give them time to implement the agenda. And in 2 years, every Kenyan will have the opportunity and the democratic right to vote for whoever they think is the best to lead us.
And a section of leaders in Trans Nzoia County have continued to pressure the opposition leaders to stop criticizing the government, urging them to have an agenda in developing the nation. Kenya Kwanza leaders led by Kinyoro Ward Representative Andrew Kibet has called on opposition leaders to stop their harsh move against the government, saying that all that remains is for the leaders to give the government time to work for Kenyans. At the same time, they have urged the Gen Z to register as voters to participate in the upcoming general elections. It's a move that has been echoed by Trans Nzoia Deputy Governor.
Wale vijana jinsi ambao wanafanya maandamano, hii hasira mko naye sana, muende mrejeste kura, mpige kura saa 12 asubuhi ndio mtoe Ruto. Hiyo mambo ya kusema kutoa Ruto barabarani haiwezekani, si ni kweli? Na mimi nimesema mjirejeste kutosha. Tunataka kushukuru rais kwa yale amefanya jana, mambo ya IBC, yale by election ambayo ziko. I'm sure by the next 2 months watakuwa wanafanya by election, watu wanafanya siasa.
Na wakati ninaongea nikisema tuta, kuna wale wanasema ninasaliti mwingine. Si niko na maoni yangu pia? Na sijafanya nini? Sijaingilia mtu yoyote. Kwa hivyo tunaheshimiana tukiwa hapa, na hiyo ni mambo ya siasa. Na hata sisi wengine wenye tumekuja juzi siasa, sisi bado ni wachanga, lakini tunajua pia opinion yako ina count. Kwa hivyo lazima useme kile kiko kwa roho yako. Kwa hivyo sijagombana na mtu, sijakosea mtu, lakini mimi nasema nini? Ruto tuta.
And away from that, elected leaders have been urged to listen to Kenyans and serve them diligently in order to reduce conflicts and tensions witnessed in the country. They have been called on to prioritize the needs of the people to foster unity and peace. This call has been made by political expert Abubakar Abdirahman, who was speaking in Mandera County. Also, Abdirahman expressed his support for Gen Z-led demonstrations, stating that every Kenyan has a constitutional right to picket. He further noted that he will throw his weight in the Mandera gubernatorial race.
It's our democratic right as a people to demonstrate, but we have to do it peacefully. That is our political process. It's the role of the leadership to provide good governance, to provide accountability, to make sure that our citizens are happy with what we are doing as leaders. Also, advice to the leaders of today is to listen to their citizens. They are the people who put us there as leaders. We have to be accountable to them. We have to make sure that we serve them with integrity, with honor, and that's the role of leadership.
And away from that, Likuyani Member of Parliament Innocent Mugabe has come out strongly against senators over plans to scrap the National Government Constituency Development Fund, warning of serious political consequences ahead of the 2027 general elections. Speaking in Nzoia during the commissioning of NGCDF-funded school projects, Mugabe accused the senators of attempting to sabotage a fund he says has significantly uplifted ordinary citizens. He vowed to rally fellow MPs to fiercely defend the CDF, saying its removal would deal a major blow to grassroots development.
Karibu hii madarasa yote imejengwa na CDF. Hii ofisi imejengwa na CDF. Si ni kweli? Na kuna watu walienda kotini kusimamisha maneno ya CDF. Na sisi kama bunge wakasema kwamba CDF haiko katika katiba. Sisi tukafanya public participation, tumeunda mswada wa kuweka CDF katika katiba ili kesho nisishindwe kujenga administration block. Sisi tunataka kuwarn senators kwamba yule senator yoyote ambaye atapinga kwamba CDF isiwe katika katiba, pia 2027 tunatuma yeye wapi? Kwa sababu ukiangalia katika Kenya nzima, ile pesa ambayo inafaidi mtu wa chini, ile pesa ambayo inasaidia mtoto wa maskini, ile pesa ambayo inafika katika kila kona ya nchi ni CDF peke yake.
And in efforts to improve sanitation and environmental conservation, Murang'a County has unveiled a new waste management strategy and is calling on both public and private investors to support the transformation of waste into reusable energy. Speaking during the flag-off of a fleet of new garbage trucks and bins, the county executive member for water, sanitation and environment, Mary Magochi, noted that the move is part of a wider strategic plan aimed at enhancing sanitation in towns and villages across the region. The County Assembly's Environment Committee confirmed that several sanitation bills are in the pipeline and that among the key projects is the Kikono landfill that is nearing completion, which will serve as a central waste management facility.
They can carry out waste recycling, they can do composting and other means of ensuring that the waste generated is not all not valuable, just to make the waste more valuable. So as a county, we are very welcome to that. We know that there are private actors that are involved in that. There are even those ones who are converting plastics into diesel. And we welcome, because they might not be able to uptake every plastic produced in Murang'a County.
Zinasaidia kuchukua takataka na tunataka kuna hitu tunaita landfill. Kama hii mwaka haijaisha ianze kazi, na hiyo landfill ndio itakuwa ina takataka yote kikusanywa inapelekwa huko. Ndio sasa itaanza kuangaliwa, kuna wenye watatoa energy huko na tunajua kaunti yetu hata tuna mambo ingine itatokea, kuna kazi itatokea.
Saboti constituency being a region of historical moment and which doesn't have a single inch of tarmac road, local leaders have called on the government to channel resources and improve road infrastructure in the area. Saboti Member of Parliament Caleb Amisi says that mega project of road construction will soon commence. Speaking at a funeral service in the area, Amisi said that the construction of major roads in the area will open the region that has a variety of agricultural heritage, including coffee, tea, potatoes and maize, which the farmers in the area produce in large scale.
Imekuwa shida. Saboti ndio constituency ambayo ilisaulika kwa mambo ya barabara, na sio kwamba zilijengwa kale bakabomoa. Viongozi waliotutangulia walikuwa wazembe. So juzi tumekuwa wabunge wa Western wote pamoja na Speaker Wetangula pamoja na Chilchil kwa meza, na tukachora barabara moja. Nataka nishukuru kwa sababu mimi ndio nilianzisha hiyo mchecheto wa hiyo barabara last parliament. I was alone, lakini nimetaka nishukuru President amewekea pesa ile barabara kutoka Tarbo ni inakuja kupita Sikendu, inapata kona pale Bapton, inaingia pale Mukuyuni, inaenda Lukome, inaingia Index, inaingia Kisawai, alafu inaenda Landi, alafu inaenda Endebess. Si mnaijua? Na huko Endebess inaenda paga Swam border.
Right, moving away from that, the Rotary Club of Kikuyu constituency in Kiambu County has ushered in a new era of leadership with a grand installation of President Patrick Kuria and his board of directors in a ceremony themed Unite for Good. The event also witnessed the induction of new Rotarians from diverse professionals dedicated to uplifting communities through volunteer service. In his inaugural speech, President Patrick Kuria outlined a transformative agenda centered on sustainability, including the planting of fruit trees in 52 schools across the country to promote environmental stewardship, enhance nutrition, and provide practical learning opportunities for students. Rotary is a global network of over 1.4 million members who work to solve local and global challenges through hands-on service and strategic partnerships.
Nurture indigenous trees, source seedlings from the Community Forest Association, commonly known as CFAs in Marania, empower the local communities by allocating land for farming as they take care of the trees, transition this land back to full forest cover on the trees mature, monitored by KFS to ensure sustainability and accountability.
We have collaborated with very many entities. You can see PKF here, Climb for Trees, and many others. We have we are starting partnerships with Rotarians from India, Singapore, the USA, and Benin. Our club has been put on the district map, and in this now year we will have Rotarians and Rotaractors serving in the district. We have our past president Ngodo. He is the vice chair of the Rotary Leadership Institute Board.
Let's head to the coast, where residents of Bofu in Likoni sub-county, Mombasa County, have every reason to smile following the commissioning of construction of a new health facility by the county government, a move expected to significantly reduce the long distances locals have had to travel in search of medical services. Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasser, who presided over the groundbreaking ceremony for the Bofu Health Center, said the facility is expected to be completed within 6 months. He emphasized the importance of unity and cooperation among Mombasa leaders, especially ward representatives, to pass development-oriented bills that benefit residents, including the rollout of identification cards for Mombasa citizens. The event was also attended by Likoni MP Mishimboko, who lauded the youth of Mombasa for shunning protests and embracing peace in the region.
Hakuna hospitali, leo tunaijenga. Kulikuwa hakuna SHA, leo tunawalipia watu wetu SHA. Kulikuwa hakuna mwelekeo watu wataweza kupata vipi zile discounts za hospitali. Now we come up with proper discounts. Ile hospitali iliyoko pale ambayo kwamba ilikuwa ni mabamba, tuibwage iwe ni hospitali ambayo kwamba itakuwa ni kubwa, itaweza kuwafaa watu wote katika eneo hili. Katika bilioni 3.5, Mombasa imepata milioni 40 peke yake. Sasa ni lazima muwaulize hawa Kenya Roads Board walitumia formula gani ikawa ya kwa hii Mombasa iweze kuonewa, kudhulumiwa, ikawa badilia sisi kuweza kupata pesa nyingi.
Na wale viongozi wengine tushikane pamoja. Aroro uko hapo, uhakikishe MCAs wako umewashika kindakindaki, umewashika kidete, umewapatia guidance, umewapatia mwongozo, na mushikane. Our division, it is our weakness. Our unity is our strength. Sitaki kuwachosha sana, nataka niseme ya kwamba leo tumefurahi, tumeweka historia katika wodi ya.
And lack of sanitary pads in Bungoma has been a major contributor to a large number of girls who have become pregnant during adolescence, an issue that has made stakeholders collaborate in addressing this issue within the community. Speaking after being appointed as the president of the Rotary Club of Bungoma Magharibi, Maureen Masinde says that Bungoma County has continued to face challenges in empowering girls, pledging to carry forward the vision of her predecessor Clara Bundotich, particularly in supporting the education of the girl child.
The president of the Rotary Club.
Kuna project tulikuwa nayo ama mradi tulikuwa nao pale Chwele Vocational Training Center. Akina mama ambao ni wachanga, teen mothers. Imeipa Bungoma County kipaumbele. Lakini kuna wale ambao pia wanastahili kutusaidia kutafuta kwingine, sio Chwele peke yake. Kwa hivyo ningependa katika hatamu hii ni Mwenyezi Mungu akiridhia tuweze kuwa na wengi ambao watatusaidia, wahisani ambao watatusaidia upande wa kupeana sodo kwa wanafunzi ambao wanahitaji. Manake wale akina mama wachanga changamoto zao ni kuwa wengi wao watakwambia hawakuwa na sodo, ndio maana waliamua wawe wajawazito miezi 9. Kwa hivyo tukipata wale wahisani ambao watatusaidia itakuwa ni furaha yetu.
In our final area of focus, that is protecting the environment, environmental stewardship remained central to our agenda. Through our partnership with the Sunset Rotary Club of Bloomington, Normal, we distributed 300 clean cook stoves with a goal of reaching 500 households. This initiative is already reducing deforestation, improving household air quality, and promoting climate action at the community level. Equally commendable is our Adopt a Fruit Tree project, where we have planted 1,000 fruit trees.
And religious leaders in Kwale County have stepped up efforts in the nationwide vaccination campaign against measles and typhoid, targeting children aged between 9 months to 14 years. This campaign was rolled out by the Ministry of Health early this month. Churches and mosques within the county, under the umbrella of the Interreligious Council of Kenya, are spearheading the initiative and are encouraging citizens through sensitization on the importance of vaccine. The education focuses on demystifying the myths and misconceptions around the vaccination narrative against children.
Yetu inaamini sana viongozi wa kidini kuliko watu wengine. So tumeona vile viongozi wa kidini wamechukulia hili jambo. Tumeona watu wakijitokeza kwa wingi kwa sababu viongozi wetu wa kidini, Waislamu wametangaza kwa misikiti, Wakristo wametangaza kwa makanisa. So tumeona watu wengi wakijitokeza na tunaona inakuwa in large numbers ikikuwa kwa msikiti ama ikiwa kwa kanisa.
Wamekuwa wakikuwa na dhana tofauti mbaya, wanafikiri ni chanjo za kupanga uzazi. Wengine wanasema hivyo kwamba watoto wakichanjwa hawatapata kujifungua huko katika siku zao za mbeleni. Wengine wanasema sina magonjwa.
Hii activity yote kwangu mimi, ama kwa activity yote, imekuwa rahisi sana, manake for one tumesaidiwa. Unaona hao viongozi wa kidini, mapastors, mashehe wamesaidia sana kuraha.
A section of women in Birongo Ward, Nyaribari Chache constituency, Kisii County, were treated to goodies worth 6 million shillings by the office of the Kisii County Women Rep to cushion women during the current harsh economic times. Over 3,000 women were assembled at Taracha grounds in Birongo Ward, where they were issued with water tanks, checks, milk goats, hash avocado seedlings and shoes. Further, the woman representative Doris Aburi condemned gender-based violence in Kisii County, where she urged spouses to engage in dialogue in solving domestic differences.
Empowerment ya Mama County kwa wamama wa Birongo Ward, na tumekuja na mbuzi kwa sababu widows wanajua kufanya farming. Tumekuja na hass avocado, they are the most productive because zinatoa matunda mingi sana. Pia tumekuja kuempower girl child. We came to a school that is Taracha Primary and Taracha High School. Kuja pia tukaempower wa young girls. Unapata saa zingine mtu anaenda choo na hana viatu. Mumeona kila mtu alikuwa kwa huu uwanja ametoka na kiatu. That is sanitation. These small things people think that people have, they don't have. Wamama wamefurahia mpaka tumeongea na wazee on GBV kwa sababu siku hizi mama na baba wanapigana kwa nyumba, na hiyo inaleta aibu kwa watoto wetu. Lazima mimi kama Mama County tutembee the whole county, na hii si kwanza saa hii. I started immediately I was elected as a woman rep.
Education stakeholders in the private sector from Mombasa County are urging the government to prioritize continuing professional development for teachers in private schools to enable them to embrace technology during teaching. Additionally, collaboration between the public and private schools has emerged as the solution to bridge the gap, as most public schools have been overwhelmed with student population. Speaking during the graduation ceremony for kindergarten pupils at Bright International Nyali, Mombasa County Education CEC, Dr. Mwabarali Kame has assured parents of continued free ECDE education.
We need support in terms of training of our teachers, because sometimes you get teachers who they've finished the training system but they don't know even how to operate a computer. So you have to retrain them again. So we will like the government and the county government also to bring CPDs, continuous professional training, to our young teachers, so that at least as they come in, we have better quality of teaching taking place in classes.
The government right now has a lot of children that are in education and mostly are in public education. We also want to work together so we can also have a bridging gap between the public sector and the private sector.
ECD zetu kwa sasa hivi ziko katika mustawa mzuri au ziko katika mwelekeo mzuri. Tumetoa capitation, hakuna mwanafunzi kulipa hata shilingi moja katika fees zao ambao kwamba walikuwa wanachajia. Tumetoa food for education, watoto wetu wa ECD zilizoko ndani ya Mombasa County kwa sasa hivi wanalishwa chakula bure kutoka mgao wetu wa Mombasa County.
Sports News.
All right, let's get sporty. Alex Mwangi emerged as the overall winner of the 4th round of the 2025 Road to Summer Bay World Cup qualifiers that took place at Windsor Golf Club. Mwangi garnered 41 points as Denrath Rayal emerged as the runners-up with 40 points, while Tanvir Khan and John Kihoro took the 3rd and 4th position with 39 and 38 points respectively. The event attracted over 240 players as the amateur golfers in the region displayed exceptional display.
The launch and 3 other events that were played. So today we'll be getting 4 qualifiers from Windsor who are going to join the previous qualifiers to go play the finals for the country in September. Of course, after the final, all the finalists will meet to get a chance to represent Kenya in the Summer Bay World Cup in Egypt, which will be held in October from 11th to 19th. So today, the 2 qualifiers, one in Division A, 2 in Division A and 2 in Division B, will be getting a chance to make it to the grand finale in
And the Kenya national men's team Harambee Stars officially started their campaign for the preparations of CHAN 2024. Harambee Stars head coach Benny McCarthy believes he has a strong possible squad for the African Nations Championship. Kenya will be among the 2 debutants in the tournament alongside Central African Republic. But McCarthy wants not to just participate but also compete. Kenya has been drawn into a challenging Group A that includes 2 former champions and record winners DR Congo and Morocco, as well as Zambia and Angola. The Harambee Stars opened their campaign against DR Congo on 3rd August. All right, that concludes News Now at 1 with Sheilar Chelangat. More of those stories in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.